Hi guys, I'm Colby Johnson here with Lumpkin, and today we're going to take a look at some setup tricks for the Solitair DT 900. Let's go take a look. So guys, on the front of this Solitair DT 900, we have 5 sets of hydraulics that need to be hooked up when you want to run. The first one that is an absolutely must-have is the return line. The return line needs to be hooked up to the non-pressure line of the tractor, not the K-strain and not the sump. The next one is our Power Beyond line. This supplies constant pressure of hydraulic oil to the wings for the contour following of the machine going through the field. The next one is our fan line. It's only a single hose, and that's to run the fan and to run the trapezoid pressure roller and the front tire packer roller and our OptiDisc H hydraulic pressure. The next one is the main function hoses. That's for lifting, lowering, and folding. The last one is the lines that control the depth adjustments for the heliodor discs in front. This machine is an ISOBus machine, so if your tractor is ISOBus ready, you can plug it into the ISOBus and run it there. If not, we do provide a retrofit harness with our CCI screen so that you can run the machine without having tractor ISOBus. So on the Solitair DT 900, we have our toolbox here. In here we have our extra seed cartridges. This one is the 8 normal. This one's the 16 fine. We have our scale here for calibrating. You have your operating instructions. Please read. And then this is the tray so you can inspect your dosing motors. This toolbox houses everything you need in a close space to the drill. So the serviceability of our dosing units is very simple, very easy. We'll grab the inspection tray out of the toolbox. We'll pull out the black rubber tab. It is very important not to lose these so that we can keep the pressurization of the bin. We'll take our inspection tray, slide it in. Do not force it. We don't want to break anything. What this tray does is stops the flow of seeds coming through, so you only have a minimal amount of seed coming out. We will divert the flow of the seeds from the seed tubes to our tray. We'll take our tray, put it underneath to catch the seed. Take our bottom flap adjustment and open it all the way up so that seed flows freely out and clears the dosing unit. Then we will take it, unscrew the metering wheel all the way, and pull it out. So to put them back in, we want to make sure that our spacer keys are all in line, match with the keyways on the dosing unit. And then we have the keyway on our motor so that the metering unit turns the same. It's important to line them up. When it stops, you turn until it goes in further. Line up your last one. Don't screw it on too tight. Return your bottom flap adjustment to where it needs to be. Pull your tray out. Put your black tab back in. So to start off with the seating depth adjustments on the back, we have 2 spots to adjust the seating depth. The first one is a course adjustment, and that is right here with these pins. We have 6 of them across this machine. And if you take a look at the picture, numbers 1 through 5, 1 being the shallowest seating, 5 being the deepest seating possible. So when folding this 900, it's important to note that the seating depth adjustment pins here cannot be in positions 1 or 2 when folding, otherwise it'll cause interference when folding. So for fine-tuned seat depth adjustments, we come here to the turnbuckle. We have a scale 0 to 8. We will read off the back side of this silver block. The adjustment is very simple with this turnbuckle on the back. It has a square nut on a spring, and each click or each 90-degree rotation is approximately 1 millimeter in depth adjustment. which means 10 clicks is 1 centimeter of depth adjustment and 25 clicks is 1 inch. It is important on the seeding adjustment that after you make an adjustment to make it across the whole machine, and then also to go behind the machine, check and verify your seed depth. To ensure that we have a uniform seeding depth across the whole machine, there's a couple of simple things that you can do to help ensure that that happens. The first one is we have our bottom bolt adjustment here on our seed opener. What you're gonna wanna do is loosen that just a little bit until this right here on the seeding depth drops and hits its bottom. You wanna do that across the entire machine, that way they all are at the same level. Then you wanna tighten that back up until it's snug. Do not over tighten these, please. One thing you wanna do periodically throughout the season or year to year is check the wiggle on these seed openers to see how much there is. If there's too much, your seed trench will move side to side and you won't have the uniformity that you want throughout the entire machine. So please tighten up this bottom bolt again. So on the back of the Solitair DT, we have our seed pipe monitoring. We have 1 sensor per distributor. So we have 4 distributors, 4 sensors. The reason we don't have more sensors is because these are a volumetric sensor, so that it sees a high rate of seed and a low rate of seed and will alarm on either end to notify the operator of any potential blockages or overseeding or underseeding. There is no calibration needed on the sensors. They are all set up to the calibration that you have set up in your screen, in your tractor, and they are specific to each crop. So when you're setting up your seeding discs and your heliodor discs to plant, you wanna work about 2 to 3 times deeper than your desired seeding depth. That way you can create that good seed bed. Another important thing is to find the moisture in your field. You want to plant your seeds in moisture. So if you want to be planting at 1 inch deep, you need to be working at least 2 inches deep to be able to create that ideal seed bed for the good seed to soil contact. Thanks for watching, guys. These tricks will help you set up these machines in the field with the farmers. If you have any other questions, please contact your local Lumpkin representative.